Hi everyone, it's Aashna from the Fairlawn Library, and today I wanted to show you how to make a simple friendship bracelet. So I have two designs that we're going to learn how to make. This simple striped bracelet, and then also this V-shaped chevron bracelet. So for the striped bracelet, all you need to do is pick one colored string for each color that you want. So I picked the colors blue, pink, green, and black, and I have one string for each of those colors. And you can make it with 3 or more colors, and the more colors you pick, the thicker your bracelet will end up. Now I'm going to show you how to make this little loop at the top of the bracelet. So you're just going to take your strings and you're going to fold the top of it in half so you form a little loop like this, and then you're just going to tie a knot with this loop. Pull the loop through the knot, and here you have just a little loop. So you're going to want to make your bracelet on any type of flat surface, and I just put a piece of tape here to secure it. And the order that you lay your strings out in is the order that your bracelet will follow. So I picked blue, pink, green, and black, and that's the order that my bracelet is going to go in. So we're going to start the bracelet with 2 strands on the left. And what you're going to do is make a 4 on top of this second strand, and you're going to pull the first strand through and pull it all the way up, and then you're going to make a second 4, pull it through all the way up. Now you're going to drop this second strand and keep moving with the first strand, with my green strand, and you're going to do the same thing, 2 4s on this next strand. So 1, pull it through, and 2. Now again, drop this strand, keep moving with your first strand, and do 2 4s to the last strand. Now we can finally drop this one once it reaches the end. Now for this striped bracelet, you're just going to repeat the same process with the next strands. So now that my first strand has become the black one, I'm going to do the same thing, 2 4s on the next strand. Now I'm going to drop this and keep going with the black one. And again, 2 4s. And on my last strand, again, 2 4s. And then I'll drop the black strand again and keep going with my... Now you're just going to repeat the same process until your pattern becomes as long as you want it to. Now, unlike the first bracelet that we did, where you had 1 string for every color, for the chevron, you're going to have 2 strings for every color that you want. So, as you can see, I have 2 purples, I have 2 blues, and I have 2 whites. And you're going to lay these out in a symmetrical pattern. So I have 2 whites at the very ends, then I have 2 blues, and then I end with 2 purples. And that's the way that the pattern will go. It'll go from white, blue, and purple. So for this bracelet, you're going to start with these 3 strands on the left side. And you're going to go through the same process we did for the first bracelet that we made. So you're going to do 2 4s, starting with the first strand. And drop that one and move on to the next strand. Now once you get to the center of the bracelet, you're going to drop this strand. And now starting with the right side, we're going to do backward 4s, starting with the very rightmost strand, the white strand. So what you're going to do is do a backwards 4 on top of the second strand. In the same way, pull it through. And a second backwards 4. And now, again, drop this second strand and keep moving with the white. And another backwards 4. And a second backwards 4. Now again, drop this strand once you get to the center of the bracelet. Now once you get to the center with both sides and you have two of the same color, you're just going to do a normal 4 knot. So a normal 4. And do that twice. And now we're just going to repeat with the remaining colors until, again, your pattern is as long as you want it to be. So again, just to repeat it, you're going to do, starting with the left side, just normal forward knots. Drop it once it gets to the center. Now again, we're going to start with the right side and do backward 4 knots. So we're going to do that twice. Then drop this and move on to the next one. Backward 4s. And then drop it once it gets to the center. And then do 2 normal 4 knots with the 2 strands in the center. And again, just repeat this pattern until you feel like you have your desired length. So once you're done with your bracelet, you're just gonna make a simple knot right at the end, and then you're gonna need a button that's about the same size as the loop that you made earlier. And what you're going to do is take 2 of the strings at the end of this knot, and you're going to put it through the holes of the button and just tie it a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and then cut off the ends so it looks like this. And then this just acts like a homemade clasp for your bracelet, so you don't need to cut it off when you want to take it off. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on friendship bracelets, and I hope you have some fun making them at home.